Good day, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Wind Down Wednesdays with your girl Joshia, and I am so excited to have you here again with me today. So before we get into today's episode, which is dedicated to you, my supporters, my audience, my loves, my level up queens, my kings, everybody that tunes in and supports Wind Down Wednesdays, you guys have been asking me so much questions, and it's a lot of questions you ask, and sometimes, it's not enough voice note space for me to voice note and answer all of you, so I promised that I was going to dedicate an episode to you a few weeks ago. So before we get into today's episode, I just want to remind you guys that the Level Up Journal and Planner, it is now live. Don't forget to get your copies today. Just click the link in my Instagram bio, which is Jojo_the_great_, all right? Get your life together. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. All right? So today's episode is dedicated to you, and I'm so excited to answer some of these questions because a lot of you guys were in my business. Y'all love my business, clearly. But guess what? I don't mind because I want this to be very transparent, and I always want to make sure that I have an open platform, that we are genuine with each other. So some of these questions were questions that were for particular persons, like they had something going on inside of their lives and they wanted to just get some insight. And then some questions were basically you guys in my business, right? But that's fine, right? This is a judge-free zone. So let's start off with the first question. Hey, hun, I have a question. Clearly, right? I've been in a relationship with this man for 5 years. 5? I hope you married. I will admit I did him bad during the years. Why you... Let me tell you something, miss. If you have to admit to doing that man around the man of another woman, you think he stay around to take that bad treatment. I can tell you that now he done find someone else. But let's continue. I will admit I did him bad during the years, and now he found a girlfriend. Didn't I say that, Mom? I didn't even read the rest of your question. I didn't read the rest of your question. I tell y'all, if y'all listen to me, you will find the right man. If you listen to me, you will level up in life. Remember, go back to that episode where I told you the characteristics a man looks for when he is ready to find a wife, okay? Go to that episode. Now you're saying he found a girlfriend and he still calls and messages you? Oh, wow. I can tell you what you are. You are a rebound. You made him a rebound, so now he's doing it to you. But I still love him to death. Mom, the only person you're supposed to love to death is the one who died on the cross for you. And he ain't your husband. Okay. But I still love him to death. Should I keep fighting or let him go? What else to say? Let it go. Let it go. I think she said something about, I don't care, or something like that. Let it go. Let it go now, Mom. See, man different from woman. Once a man put his best foot forward and he decides that he has had enough, there's nothing you can do to get that man back. Nothing. You could cook for him. You could do backflips on his penis. You could run to his mother house. You could call his sisters. You could key his car. You could try jump him. He is not going to come back. Once a man already done put that effort into you and he realized you have taken that for granted, he doesn't care. He is the reason that he is, go back to my episode when I tell you guys about, closure. I did a whole episode on closure. You are looking for closure for a situation where the man has already showed you that he is moved on. If you leave that line open for that man, he just considers you easy access. Just go. Go about your business. The man is not interested anymore. Anytime somebody has to make a decision between you and someone else, let them pick the other person. Don't waste your time. And on top of that, you've been together 5 years. In the episode, I already told y'all in the first 6 months to a year, a man already knows if he's met his wife. You have been going back and forth, been in 5 years after you did him wrong. He wants nothing to do with you. You got to move on. I know it hurts. The truth hurts. But then, my dear, the truth will set you free too. It hurts. I understand. And guess what? I have an episode for you because I can tell you exactly why you feel like you're in love with that man. But you got to stay tuned for the next episode and I can tell you why. All right, moving on to question. I hope I answered your question. You asked, should you let him go? Just move on. There's somebody out there for you. And because you have matured from the situation, you know not to make that mistake again. But if a man is putting his best foot forward, my dear, is more woman in this world than man, okay? And the population of men that we have left is a very small few because either they are incarcerated. Did I pronounce that word right? I think so. Either they're in prison, either they like the same sex, or they married. So when you find a good man, you should keep that man. Just saying. Okay. Number 2, you in my business. Don't do that. Anyway, number 2, when are you planning to get married and why? Mom, I can't even say when I'm planning to get married. No, I don't even think a man asked me that. Sir, why you asking me that? You putting a ring on my finger? I didn't even think so. Why you asking me that? Why are you asking me that? And I already tell you, I don't determine when a man marries me. The man determines when he marries me. And I can tell you something. I have been a person that has almost walked down the aisle twice. So I know what I'm talking about. Okay? But I do not know when I'm planning to get married. And when I do get married, of course, I'm getting married for love. I'm getting married to have a companion. Okay? But when I do get married, I'll make sure you guys are the first to know how wind down Wednesday since you love me so much. Okay, matter of fact, I should give you all an opportunity to ask him that. Okay, moving on to question number 3. What is a high body count? Mom! Mom! What is a high body count for a man? What is a high body count for a woman? And should you tell a man that number? Mom, first of all, a high body count is one too much in the eyes of God. In the eyes of God, 1 man is 1 too much. 2 man is 2 too much. Okay? Let's go on. A high body count for a woman is any number to a man. I can tell you that now. Any number you give a man is a high body count. No man wants to envision this woman has slept with somebody else. So therefore, there's absolutely no range I can give you for a high body count for a woman. A high body count for a man is no body count. Men do not get judged by society by how many people that they sleep with. They don't get negative energy from sleeping with a bunch of women. But you will get negative energy for sleeping with a bunch of men. So therefore, the body count of a man should not matter. What you should focus on is how many persons have seen the inside of your vagina. Now, I can tell you something. If a man ever asks you his body count, man, pick up your bag. Just like this. Pick up your bag. Put it on your back and go. If a man really into you, he don't care about your body count. I can tell you that. And the only person that should really, listen to me, the only person who should know your body count, miss, is your husband. That is your husband. When you're already married and you probably done push your couple children for him. When a man is curious about your body count, he hear you been around. I can tell you that. Anytime a man curious about your body count, miss, that man hear you was around and that man feel like you already sleep with his friend. Or somebody who we know, he uncle, he daddy, or whatever. Don't never give a man your body count. Don't never give, please. Because he can times it by 2. So it don't even make no sense. Do not give the man the body count. And your response to these type of questions, miss, is basically saying, I'm not concerned about the past anymore and I'm looking forward to focus on the future. But if you wish to continue this conversation focusing on my past, therefore we will have no future. So therefore you can also change the topic because I will discuss that type of question with my husband. And if you're not focused on making me a wife or moving forward with this date or this conversation, then I can pick up my bag and go. Miss, ain't no man who like you concerned about your body count. And I can tell you, if he asking your body count, ma'am, he probably hears something. He hears something. No man has asked that. If a man doesn't have any tendencies in his mind to feel like you bad, he ain't gonna ask you that. But if you feel like you bad, that's a red flag, miss. You need to end that date because he trying to figure out if he can be, you know what the song by Dexter Dapp's name? 7-Eleven? Go listen to that song. All right, so I can tell you this. Ain't no man who interested in you can ask you your body count. Please don't give them no number because they can times it by 2. Okay? If you ain't a virgin, that's it. Don't even answer the question, please, because you could prove if you're a virgin by carrying you to the doctor. So, mom, don't even answer that question. You should be proud to say you're a virgin, but mom, if you're not virgin, don't answer that bad question. End that day, then pick up your Georgie bundle and find somebody else, because that ain't making much sense. I can tell you that. Okay, number 4. Can sneaky links become potential lovers? Now, y'all, I had a whole episode on this. I never had no sneaky links. Let me, all my exes dead to me. But let me know I'm being serious now. Let me be serious. Sneaky links don't become potential lovers. Let me tell you about the story time. I remember this man who I thought I was dating seriously, and the man pop up married on me, right? I asked him a question if we were serious, and you know what? He never really answered that question, but I still pursued the relationship. That's why I don't date Defense Force officers right now. But anyway, moving forward with the whole scenario. He wasn't a sneaky link, but in his eyes, I was sneaky link for him, because this man was planning a whole wedding. And then one day the man come to me and say, I have something to tell you. I say, what you have to tell me? I thinking that somebody's supposed to pop the question to me. Oh no, he popped reality to me. That's what he did. And he let me say, well, I gonna get married next year. I say, what you mean you getting married? I asked him that question because I feel dumb at this point. What do you mean that you're getting married? He was like, I getting married. And the thing about it is, his wife worked with him. But anyway, moving forward. I wish him the best though. Continuing on. Let's continue on. Sneaky links, I don't advise you. When you was a sneaky links, that means you're afraid of commitment, right? So therefore, you've already been categorized as something in that person's life, and it's not serious. So I do not advise you to pursue a sneaky link to become your potential lover. Please don't do that. Don't, ma'am, don't. Please. Are you in a relationship? Happily sent you in my business. I am in a happy relationship. Okay. Have you ever considered liking the same sex? Mom, are you considering liking the same sex? No, but I've never been through that trauma enough to say I have given up on man, right? I've had some times in my life where men have really hurt me, and it has never made me want to have a plastic for pleasure rather than the real thing. So therefore, no, ma'am, I have never considered liking the same sex. But if that is your cup of tea, go for gold. All right? I've never considered liking the same sex. May I ask you, do you want to like me? That's probably what you're asking. I think that's what you're asking. Okay. A man asked me this question. What all your tattoos mean? Why you want to know what my tattoos mean? All my tattoos mean something though. So, I have a tattoo on my thigh, and that tattoo is basically a rose, or is a bunch of roses. My intentions was to get a garden with some hummingbirds, butterflies, etc. And it would have ended, like, I wanted it to go all the way to my back, up to my upper neck, but no pain, no gain. Let's just say it like that. The tattoo on my wrist that says Queen is because that's what I feel I am. And the tattoo on my shoulder, it is a cover-up tattoo because me and somebody a few years ago got matching tattoos. It says Siempre contigo mi amor. And guess what? It said it means forever with you, my love, but as you can see, that love ended. So I went ahead and I covered up my tattoo. So that's what that means. And then also I have a tattoo on my back, which is Psalms 46:5. And it says, if God is within us, she should not fall. And I believe that, and I stand on that, and that's the reason why I put it on my spine, because I believe that in anything that I do, I'll always stand tall, and I'll always stand heavy, and I'll always stand on what I say. Okay? Thank you for asking that question. Okay, did your ex-fiance come back for a relationship again? How you know I had an ex-fiance? Because ain't much people know that. Did he send you? I'm only playing. My ex-fiance, It's been so long. My gosh. Has he ever come back for a relationship? I don't know. He's never outright asked for a relationship, but he asked for a friendship. And to be honest with you, after the engagement, you know what? Lord, that's a whole nother story time. We never made it to down the aisle. But has he come back for a relationship recently? No. Has he moved on? I think so. But ain't nothing happening. Okay? I want to know how you know that though, because ain't much people know I was engaged. Okay. Do you feel you and your toxic ex will be friends again? No, ma'am. 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 No. No, anyway, no. I ain't even gonna go into that. Because y'all like have people in your life who is bring turbulence. I don't need turbulence in my life. I have peace. And in the first question you'll ask me, I have a man. What I need to be friends with somebody that is already ended. Okay, moving on. How do I upgrade from being a side? How do I upgrade from being a side chick to a main woman, miss? Miss, ain't no upgrade, baby. It's only down from there. Mom, ain't no upgrade. Ain't no upgrade. And I being serious, mom. Don't allow that man, if that man, let me tell you what Overdose say, that man is not your own. That man right there ain't sleeping home. That man is not your own. That man, he right there, that man in your own. Mom, if you ever have to ask a man when you can get a title, you will never get it. I can tell you that. You cannot upgrade from side chick, mom. That sounds like you know the main chick. Mom, I do a whole episode on story time with side chick, main chick, and how the woman come inside the park and the woman tell me, say, my boyfriend at the time was picking on Honda and car. I can tell you that. But let me tell you something. He hurt her feelings inside the parking lot. He hurt my feelings too. Well, not the parking lot, the park. He hurt her feelings, but he hurt my feelings too. And let me tell you something, baby. What's a man in put you in a category of side chick? He's never going to upgrade you. Because for him to even say it, that means you did not meet a standard. Simple as that. You didn't meet a standard the first time, and that's fine. Because there were times I didn't meet somebody's standard. You see the man get married on me, so it's okay. It's okay. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. You're not going to always be the one for every man. But that does not, I don't want your self-esteem to be hurt. Because my self-esteem was hurt, I ain't gonna lie, because I thought I was a little thing on this road and things like that couldn't happen to me. But baby, I met my match. I met my match, so I could tell you. Leave it alone. Find somebody that values you. Find somebody who can carry you home the mother. Okay? If you have to upgrade from being a side, where y'all get that from? Y'all is watch these celebrities too much, you know. These celebrities is go through hell. When you see a lot of them started off a side woman, you know how much embarrassment they had to go through just to even get to that level. And after that, there's no respect in the relationship. You see it beforehand. Don't allow these celebrities' lifetime stories make you feel as if that's reality. That's a story because let me tell you something. They're completely different from us because they on a whole nother pay grade. They on a whole nother pay grade, my dear. They could buy their happiness at that point. They don't care when money involved. So, mom, just your feelings and your heart involved. You should not be having that discussion. You should not be having that discussion. If that man don't want to make you the main check, run. Because a man can tell you up front from the first day, if he's serious or not, ask him the question. I'm going to do a podcast episode on questions you should ask on a first date because y'all keep asking what's your favorite color. And then when it comes down to not even the first date, after you done had relations with the man, that's when you want to ask him if he's serious. No, there's questions that you need to ask on the first date. And one of them, my dear, is if I'm your main chick or your side. And based on that man question, if he smirk, run, mom. If he smirk, run. Okay, and the final question of the night is question and comment. Okay, what made you you? And you're doing a good job, by the way. Oh, that's so kind. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that comment. And what made me me? My experiences in life, honestly. You know, when God made me, just sprinkle a lot of seasoning and some sauce, and then I was Joshua. No, just playing. But also, I had to go through a lot of things in life in order to be able to have this conversation with you and to give you insight. So what made me me, honestly, is the bad things I had to go through in life. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say, oh, what made me me was when I accomplished this and I accomplished that and da, 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 da. You know what really opened my eyes? Heartbreak opened my eyes. Betrayal opened my eyes. Being broke open your eyes. Like, you have to go through things in life in order to become somebody of tenacity. And I went through a lot of things in my life that I share with you guys on this platform, and that's what made me Joshua. And that's how come you have Miss Wind Down Wednesdays. But thank you for telling me I'm doing well. I'm trying my best. I do well for you all, okay? That was a fun episode. I love this. I should answer more of your questions, but maybe, you know what? Maybe we're going to answer questions in another episode because you guys send me a lot and I try to keep track of it, honestly. But with that being said, I want to thank you guys for joining me on another episode of Wind Down Wednesdays. I will see you next time. Bye.